It is the beginning of the week. We had to get back to reality, and we all know that sucks sometimes. But before we do, let's talk some books. All right, everyone, welcome back. My name is Mark, and I hope everyone is having a great start to the week. This week for me is going to be pretty crazy. This is my 100th year party coming up this Thursday at my job, and it's going to be mayhem all week. Everyone is going to be on edge because it's the last few days to get the place going, looking nice and beautiful for all the vendors and the customers. So it's going to be a crazy week. I'm going to be working most likely a lot of overtime this week. So, but yeah, let's talk some books before I have to get back to this mayhem of a job this week. So, what did I finish last week? I finished Land of the Ill-Imagined by Alexander Robb, and that review is up on my Goodreads page. And I plan on uploading it to my Fable page. And if my links are working, which I hope they are because all YouTube had to do was verify it, so they should be good to go, I will have everything in the descriptions below. But if you haven't already, I highly recommend you put that book on your TBR because it comes out next month. I think October 14th, I believe. I could be wrong, but I know it's sometime in October. It's fast paced. The characters, the world building, the author does a good job at just grabbing you and keeping your attention the entire time. I got done that book in a week. It's a short read. There's nothing crazy, but for me, that's pretty quick. I usually take, if it's a big book, 2 weeks to a month to read a pretty huge book just because of my schedule and just I'm always on the go. So for me to read this book in a week, or actually less than a week, was pretty good for me. So it was intense. And then I finished today another short read. It was about like 50 pages. My first read by this author, Dean Koontz, and it was called The Neighbor. It's a short story about two kids who are growing up with parents who aren't really great parents. They both work a lot of hours. They come home, they grab their beers, they smoke inside, and basically the kids just are the ones that are keeping the house clean, keeping everything in order, while the parents just sit back and relax. And they begin to suspect something strange about their neighbor who passed a few months ago. And when they start to investigate everything and when they find out who he really was, it's kind of disturbing. So, and that is a prequel to the series called The City. But from what I'm seeing on Goodreads, he hasn't continued the series since the first one. So I'm not sure if he just felt like it wasn't good enough to continue or he just hasn't had time. It's back in 2014, so who knows? But I'll read it just because I am curious to where he saw it going, where he wanted it to go. So, and that is like I said, my first read by this author. I've always had him on my radar, never picked any of his books up, but now after reading this short story, I'm actually curious with his work. So I'll be diving more into his books. All right, so that is what I got done, and what I plan on starting this week is Intuition by K.T. Carlisle. This was an advanced copy that she gifted me months and months ago, so I am excited to get to this week. All right, let's open some books. I've been waiting for a bunch of books to get here, and they have all arrived. So now we can do a book haul. So let's get to it. First one. Is this open?
Well, you're gonna have to
Okay. And that is my wife, Dana. I like to have her a part of the book call videos. The past few times she hasn't been in it because she works most days pretty late, and I'm not going to sit here and wait for her to get home to make a video and have her get into this when she probably just wants to, come home and relax and do whatever, play her games, So this one, look at this packaging. I already know who this is from. Let's tear it open, shall we? So I gotta take off this one, yeah. How about you open it and you hand it to me?
Well, I wanted you to show it before
I have a lot of books with great packaging on it, so I'm gonna try and open the next couple ones. I mean, even with this one, nice and neat to try and save the packaging so I can see the whole big picture of it. Ooh, I am so happy that this came undamaged. It is in perfect condition. I know I'm looking at it and you guys are just saying, Mark, just what is it? What book is it? Like, show us already. You could wait a few more seconds, can't you? Yeah, okay. No, I'm kidding. Mora Ash, Echoes of Betrayal. Look at this cover. It is so slick. So slick. She gave me a bookmark with her initials on it, with all her socials on it. Nice. You can never have enough bookmarks, can you? Some other goodies. Another one with her initials on it. And this is a doorway. I believe these are stickers. And then we have this guy right here. Had to throw in this guy. Is it a sticker? No. Just give me a little letter. Let's open it up, see what it says. Mora, you are the best. I cannot wait to dive into this book. I've heard nothing but great things about it, and this is her debut novel, and it is so awesome. So awesome. Let's read the back, shall we? To an outsider, it's a dream's home. A quiet wooded property full of charm and potential. The air is crisp, the nights are still, and the trees stretch endlessly in every direction, offering silence and solitude. But peace is short-lived. A floating light, the shadow of a figure weaving through the trees. The wind whispers secrets, dark secrets that fill the air, oppressing and suffocating. Whispers slip through vents, footsteps echo in empty rooms. Shadows twist where no light should reach. Secrets of the past hungrily swallow everything in their path, leaving sorrow and misery in their wake. It was supposed to be a new beginning, but something has been awaiting, and it is hungry. That sounds good. This is going to be in my spooky season read starting in October. I mentioned in a few videos back where I might start the spooky reads early just because I'm a slow reader and I want to try and get a few books in that month. But this is definitely in that month. Look at it. I love this cover. It is so smooth. So smooth. Mora, again, thank you. I really appreciate the gift. All right, the next 6 are amazing. This is another indie author. More Ash is also an indie author. KT Carlisle is also an indie author. I got gifted a lot of books by a legend. Mike Mollman, he is the author of quite a few books, and he was kind enough to gift me a lot of them. And this is the packaging that they all have. Look at it. This, Mike, your rapping skills are on par. On par. All right. Yeah, a little wax stamp there. This is amazing. So I don't know what these like. It's one big map. So I want to try and save it to see if it all connects. I mean, I doubt that it does, but who knows? Having trouble? Yeah, I mean, if we can't save it, we can't save it. I'm not going to read the synopsis on all these just because it's just too many of them. So I'm just going to show them off and, you know. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. If we can't save it, we can't save it. Ooh, this is To Speak with Elders. Look at that. Look at that. And I believe every one is hardcover, which I prefer. Don't know if this is a standalone or if it's a series. I can easily find out. Actually, no, I can't. Oh, no, okay. So this is Protectors of Brittany, Book 2. So this one is Book 2. Look at that. That's sweet. Sweet. Ooh. Wrapping came off pretty good on this one. Look at that.
Well, that's cool. I don't know if it has anything to do with the action.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have to ask him if any of the packaging has anything to do with the book itself. I'm going to assume that it does. And this is called Sins and Sorrow. Look at that. These covers are all slick. This is book 1.5. This is his newest one, I believe, that just got released not too long ago. Proxima Station. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Oh, and they're all signed. I didn't even notice that. Are they all signed? I know that one, the newest one. Yeah, this one signed. The newest one was signed. That one signed. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he signed them all. That's awesome. That is awesome. These are all slick. All slick. The next one is called the Halley Traveler. This is a different series, and this is book 1 of the series. Look at that. You have some amazing covers, Mike. Amazing covers. Also signed by the legend himself. I didn't do this one yet, did I? All right, this is book 4. And this is called Desperate Dispatches. Look at that. That's an awesome cover. That is a wicked cover. Yes, this is book 4. Oh, man, I cannot wait to get to these books. So this is book 1. We don't have book 3? I didn't miss a book, did I, out there? I don't believe so. Maybe he... So you said I'm missing book 3?
Yeah.
And this is 1. Okay, so this is book 1. Becoming a Druid. Another slick cover. I'll have to ask him about book 3. Maybe it's not in print anymore. I'm not sure, but I will ask him about it and see if we can get that one into the mix. Because I gotta have them all. That's a separate.
I know it's not.
Yeah. Yep. So the last one I have is one by another debut author, indie author. This one, I love this cover. The second I saw the reveal from this author on the cover, dude, I fell in love with it. I didn't even know what it was about, but I fell in love with it. And first of all, it's heavy. It is heavy. And it's the first in the series. I know he plans on continuing this. I think he actually is almost done the second book. I think. I could be completely wrong, or maybe he just started it. I have no idea. But Chance Dillon, Tears of the Fallen. Look at this bad boy. I can't even grip it to show the whole cover. Yeah, I can. Okay. This is a beauty. Look at it. I love this cover. And it is heavy. Let's check out the naked hardback. Ooh, look at that. And it came in perfect condition. For a while, I was having bad luck with the deliveries here, Amazon, everything, but recently they have been coming beautifully. Look at that. Look at that. That is slick. That is slick. Got some pictures in there for each section on the it'll say part 2, part 2, and then discolored pages that indicate look at that. This is awesome. Don't want to stretch it out, but see. That is cool. And Chance, why is it so heavy? Why is this book so heavy? It is quality paper. I could tell it's quality paper. Like this, just the feel of it is amazing. And Chance, I know that I ordered a paperback, but I told you that I love hardcover. So thank you for giving me the hardback, and also I believe you signed it. Yes. Thank you so much, Chance. I really appreciate this. I know I paid for the paperback, but you were kind enough to give me my preference of books that I love to have on my shelf and just to read. So a lot of amazing books that I have received, and I cannot wait to dive into all of them. This is going to be so much fun getting to these ones. I will obviously let everyone know when I plan on getting to them. Like I said, Maura Ash, her book will be definitely in the spooky month reads. And I have quite a a few books lined up for that month, which I will be talking about soon. Just waiting on. Actually, I think one of them is already out. No, it's going to be out, I think, soon. I think. I'm not going to say who or the title of it because I'm not sure if it is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be out in the month of October. And if I can fit it in, I will. So, all right, that is it for today. So, a lot of goodies, a lot of awesome books, and again, I appreciate all the authors who have gifted me their work. And yeah, all right. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna read some books. Or actually, I'm gonna start Intuition. Well, maybe it's already late, and I like to get my sleep. So who knows? I might try and read like a chapter or two. But yeah, hope you guys have a great week. Go ahead, grab some coffee, grab some tea, whatever your drink of choice is. Relax, read a book, watch a movie, continue your TV series, and just lounge away. All right? I'll see you next time.